that. All these guns, no one's getting shot. And for the camera, would you say your screen name on YouTube?
That's Mr. MGB over on YouTube. Also on Twitch.
Yeah?
That's pretty much what I've been doing.
With the history of why we're here today. Okay, put your hands down. Who's not familiar? Don't be shy. All right. Back in January of this year, there was a gentleman who was detained for openly carrying down the road here in Romulus. You know, we can speculate on why he was detained, but it might have something to do with the amount of melanin that he has.
He's black.
And basically, he was put in the back of a squad car for 4 hours. Was he actually booked? Was the guy booked? Okay, so he wasn't booked, but he was detained for 4 hours before he was written a ticket for impeding traffic or walking on the freeway and disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
So he got himself a lawyer. The charges got dropped. I think he might be looking at federal actions right now. But a guy was detained for 4 hours, and that's why we're here today. Someone said he was taken in. I'm not sure about that, but
he was.
Yeah, he told me he was.
So that's why we got our sign to say gun rights are civil rights, because this is a civil rights matter today, folks. So just want to make sure everybody understands why we're here.
Basic thing is that he refused to identify himself, and so black guy with a gun, that's dangerous. Oh man. So why are you here today, Johnny?
Basically just supporting my right to be an American. You know?
That's good. I like that. Okay.
And I feel like if I don't use my rights, they will be taken away.
Perfect. Uh-oh. Guns on the leg. That's extra dangerous. Should ban that. Oh, look at that. He's got a knife in his pocket. That's really dangerous, too. Uh-oh. Women have guns. That's dangerous.
Illegal to report everything, right?
Nope. At least, as long as there's no presumption of privacy and it's not a private conversation that you're not a party to. So
It's like fun, really.
yeah, but doesn't mean a cop won't tell you that it's illegal.
Hey, Mike, where you at? Go get your
Nothing
boy.
new about the cops not knowing the law.
Look, I kid you not. Yeah, Hell's Saints, that's right. I kid you not, I have had a SWAT team come after me for open carry. Literally. They didn't get me.
They're at Paul Medawar in Grand Rapids, literally right across the street from my work. The work's awful.
Guns save lives. Is that a fact? I've always been told that they're dangerous and that they kill people.
No, people don't know how. Guns don't kill people. People do.
Is that a fact? But wouldn't making harder restrictions make it harder for criminals to kill people?
No.
Are you sure?
Criminals are gonna get guns.
I don't know. It sounds like you're a thought criminal. You're thinking for yourself. That's a dangerous thing. Just drink the fluoride. Everything will be okay. Okay? Don't worry about Obama's your friend. Okay?
Obama's not my friend.
Are you sure? I don't know. He seems like a pretty friendly guy to me.
I didn't vote for him. I think so also. Sir.
I didn't vote for him either, but that doesn't mean I don't like him. Yeah. Gun rights or civil rights? I don't know about that. I thought the ACLU didn't like gun rights. And if the ACLU doesn't like gun rights...
Human rights.
Oh. That sounds radical. That sounds dangerous. I don't know.
Not dangerous at all.
I don't know. That's Lexington and Concord terrorist stuff. I don't like that. No, no, no.
My gun has never hurt anybody.
Well...
Unless you're a paper target or a...
Or a clay pigeon. I like clay pigeons,
I love
too.
clay pigeons, yeah.
What about you, sir? Why do you have a dangerous weapon on your side? I think you might hurt someone.
It's not a dangerous weapon. It's simply a tool.
It's a tool.
Just a tool like a hammer or a saw. It just happens to be designed to defend myself and my family and friends, whoever happens to be near me.
Fair enough.
It's never used to attack anyone, just to repel an attack.
But don't you feel like maybe you could be restricting, gun rights by showing your weapon and making everyone scared?
The whole thing about people being frightened, to me, sounds like they are projecting their own internal issues on law-abiding citizens. Guns on the plane.
Hey, you see that? All these people have guns. Is that dangerous? Are you sure? I don't know. They all look pretty scary to me.
What do you think about it?
Hey! There we go.
Your mom has hers? Yeah.
Good. All right.
Oh,
Cool. We got one that's not carrying here.
You can figure out how to attach a holster to it.
You could probably find a way. I just can't think of a way that would be comfortable for him.
You get 2 thigh rigs and you throw them over.
Hey, that might actually work.
That's idea. Could you imagine that with the dog?
Never before have I seen so many domestic terrorists. Yeah, what about King Rick up there in Lansing? He kind of disappoints me. I voted for him.
You know, I voted for him too, and for the most part, I'm actually not too disappointed with him.
For the most part, maybe.
For the most part.
But there are some key gun things that I've been disappointed in. And mind you, maybe we have a biased point of view that we gravitate towards 1 or 2 political issues. But on the whole, yeah, there have been a lot of good things he's done.
Yes.
As a moderate Republican, sure.
Yes.
Like I just try and get information out there, and so people can make their own judgments.
Unbiased media. That's what you are.
I try my best.
Yes, sir.
Well, perhaps the content that I film in the first place is biased in its own right, but I try and let people get their own view on it, and I do my best not to edit or remove comments that are critical, as you see, as you've had the pleasure of responding to.
Yep. You know, personally, I don't think the open carry of a long gun is something that really benefits stuff, but I'm not going to say you can't do it.
See,
I think they look cool walking down the road.
Oh, they do, but
I'm also a gun guy.
Yeah, and I hear that. And that's one of the big things I get all the time is like people say, "Oh, I'm pro-gun" or "I'm pro-handgun open carry," but long guns are awful, and they always put that "but" in there. And my thing with long guns is that, well, first of all, in a philosophical sense, it's the same thing as a handgun.
Yeah.
It just has a different effect on the public, and
it's
a good way, in my mind, to get good police interaction and teach them. If nothing else, people say, "Oh, you're baiting cops." Well, yes, I'm baiting cops. They bait us more often than we could ever imagine baiting them.
It's very true.
Is it so bad to have, some citizen tell a cop, "Hey, no, screw you. I'm not giving in to your unlawful demands"?
Not at all. See, thankfully, where I live at, I open carry every day. I take my daughter to the park every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And the only negative
good dad.
encounters that I have are with idiot parents that don't understand that their kid is safer because I'm there with my gun.
Yep. Isn't that the truth? I'm sure every once in a while you get some person that has more balls and brains and will come up to you and just start yelling at you.
Like that young lady from, I think it was Ohio.
Yeah, that's my no, but he's on my channel. He's on my
So
channel.
you speak to the situation?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think she was either a cop or a CPL holder that doesn't agree with open carry. But I still don't know. But she was remarkably inquisitive and very, very interesting with her questions and the way she phrased things in her responses. Sounded like it was scripted from her angle, to me. It is, except for the fact that it's a Chrysler. It's a nice car. I'm rather biased against Chryslers. You have to forgive me.
That makes me smile.
Yeah. Smile because you work for Chrysler, or smile because you don't like Chrysler?
Both.
At one of our local parks where I take my daughter every day. When we're crossing the street, I'm open carrying like I always do. And right after we finished crossing the street, the car T-boned another one. So I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah.
My daughter's like, whoa. She's 2.
Yeah.
And so we go on over to where we're playing at. She continues to play. The sheriff's deputy comes up.
Yeah.
Like, sir, are you aware of the car accident that just happened? Yes, sir. Are you aware that you were the cause of it? Oh, really?
What?
How's that? Well, the driver said he was too busy looking at you with your gun to pay attention to what he was doing.
Oh, so you mean it was your fault?
No, it gets better.
Okay.
It gets better. The cop kind of just cuts off right there. and he's looking at me, and he goes, and I just realized how stupid that sounds. I had to hear it out loud. Have a nice day, sir. And he left.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got a
Man.
phone call the next day from the sheriff, Jackson County Sheriff.
Really?
Who I know. I used to go to range with him.
Himself. Okay.
Saying that the aggressor in the car accident, the one that actually hit the other one,
Yeah.
went in there and wanted to press charges against him.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And
That's
the
ridiculous.
desk officer told him that no one would even look at it.
No, of course not.
Because, of course, they shared what happened with everybody in the office because it was hilarious.
Oh, of course it is.
And, you know, I got to say, City of Jackson Police, not so on board with armed citizens. Jackson
Really?
County, they love us.
Yeah, just not the city.
Not the city. But the county loves us.
Huh. Wow, that's an interesting story. Oh, man. I don't have a card that has my web address on it.
You can look up Hell's Saints on YouTube.
Hell's Saints. Because you know what? If exercising our human rights is a sin, then we must all be Hell's Saints.
Recently.
Where was this?
In Detroit.
Okay.
Near the train station.
Okay. Michigan Avenue there.
Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Down one of the side streets.
Okay.
And I was with my two sisters. And the cop came up, rolled on us. And I didn't recognize his car or anything. And he got out of his car. And I was like always, I was going to be very cordial to him. What are you doing? Can I help you? Is there an issue here? Spun us both around, cuffed us, all three of us. I was like, whoa. And my sister, Sherry, she's like, what is going on? I was like, just don't say anything. Nobody knows what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
And so he started asking me questions. And I said, I'm not going to answer any of those. So I understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
He didn't like that. He said he announced to our group that I was being very confrontational and not being very cooperative.
Yep.
So takes me, slams me down against the car while cuffed and just goes through all my pockets, throws it all on the hood and everything.
Illegal search. Okay.
I never said anything.
Of course.
And,
Okay.
so he started asking me all the where are you going, where are you from?
Yep, all those questions. Yep.
Not answering any of those. So why not? Because right now it looks like you're trying to incriminate by.
This is a polite conversation.
This is not a polite conversation.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I said, I didn't say much. But in the end, what he did was kept us all cuffed. He wrote a ticket for loitering.
Unbelievable. Is there really such a thing as loitering?
Is it now?
You know what kind of cop it was?
What?
A railroad cop. CP Railroad.
Unbelievable.
They have railroad cops?
Yeah, they do.
Apparently.
Absolutely.
I mean, but at the old abandoned train station, Michigan Central Depot, they still have cops for the trains. That's a priceless story too.
Still dealing with that one right now.
Yeah, it was just a ticket though, right?
A loitering ticket.
Loitering ticket. How much is that?
I want to say it's. I heard by my counsel that it's either like 80 or 120 bucks or something like that.
I mean, it's not too bad though. It's not like a $500 ticket, right?
No, and I wasn't sure what this guy was going to do. This is right here.
Right. Okay.
Can't even read it.
No, you can't. Loitering.
All of them are like that.
Loitering, right.
Loitering. You can kind of see that.
3/17 of what year is that?
Bottom right. It was just it was on March
3/17 of 14. Yeah.
Canadian
Pacific Railroad Police. Wow.
So what I did, I went actually to the Detroit Police Station, whatever.
Was that the one on Beaubien downtown?
36 District Court, 421 Madison.
Yep.
He got me pretty too. I don't anymore, but went away pretty good. I had a nice big black and blue mark right there for a couple of weeks.
Assault and battery.
Where he kicked me.
False imprisonment.
When he shoved me up, didn't even ask me to, spread my legs. He just kicked me.
Right. It would be a whole different situation if he asked you. You know, you would have said, I don't consent to searches, and you probably would have complied with moving your legs at least.
Right. Just like why we're here today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same shit.
Yeah, they gave him, they didn't give him a chance. You know, just roughed him up.
Anything?
Yeah. Hey, Ted, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you too. Yeah, thanks a lot for everything. I never heard a word from Ed. I don't know whatever happened or anything.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You know, so but we did our thing.
Man, I'm glad we got a good crowd out here.
And I, my contact with the police department and with the mayor's office has been very positive.
Mm-hmm.
Not like what we've encountered with the other municipalities.
You mean like Grand Rapids?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
not like that at all. Not
Good.
like that at all. So
Good.
I understand it's damage control, but at least they're not.
Yeah, they're not brushing your side.
No, not at all.
I've had that experience
Not at
before.
all.
Not happy. All right.
I'll see you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me, sir. I got a question for you. So have you been seeing guys walking around with guns today?
No, I was on the other side of town. I just.
Okay. Do you have any comments on it?
No, man, we'll probably see you.
Okay.
Have fun.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good one. Thank you. That was 071-847.